what can agents do about this, right? People might wonder, why don't agents say something, right? Say something to who, right? If you can write a strongly worded letter to your congressman, but the best thing I heard a congressional aide tell me straight out, after receiving several of these letters, that you can't get any action from Homeland Security because they don't feel that they are accountable to the will of Congress or the will of America anymore. In many ways, they're above that, and Congress, at least I believe, the Border Patrol doesn't believe that they have to worry about that kind of thing, right? You can, and I've seen this happen, you can send an email or a letter directly to your chain of command, to Chief David Aguilar or Chief Michael Nicely, because when there is a new chief, and I heard David Aguilar utter these words himself, and Chief Nicely, we got an open door policy. If anything bothers you, come on in and talk to me. And I used to tell the new guys, you've been on the tracks of this stupid train too long, and you think you can just walk into somebody's office. What you'll get is chastised for failure to follow your chain of command, right? And I saw people, get into some trouble because they had taken the chief up on their offer, walked into their office, or sent them a direct email saying, hey, we need new equipment. Hey, we need new radios, right? Hey, when I go out to patrol at night, there are 2 NVG units for 30 people. I know the people on the south side can afford them, right? If you smuggle contraband, you can afford night vision goggles. How is it that I don't, right? You get chastised for failure to use your chain of command. I don't have to belabor you, but you can talk to a reporter, okay? At which point, and that was a joke I made earlier, you should tell your family the benefits of living in a studio apartment because you're going to have a job, right? I mean, under the guise of operational secrets, right? You can't talk to the media. They have specially trained PIO agents, that kind of thing. And many agents are just frustrated, right? Maybe they just want somebody to talk to. They used to have an EAP program that had trained staff psychologists that you could talk to, but that's been replaced with the peer support program. I was a part of the peer support program for about 6 months. The problem with the peer support program is it was set up to have peers, agents, talk to other agents who had come through some fairly intensive, I don't know, it was like mental health boot camp, I guess, 40 hours worth of what you needed to know to be a counselor. But since you're a fellow employee, you don't have confidentiality. I dropped out of the peer support program because of this reason. I went into it because I wanted to help my fellow agents who had a personal crisis or an employment crisis, and I just wanted somebody to talk to or somebody to send them to the right resources. But I'm not going to take part in costing anyone their job because they confided in me under the belief that what they told me was confidential. I understand the peer support program was a cost-saving measure because employee assistance is relatively expensive for the Border Patrol to do. So that brings us to FPP, why I got involved in FPP. I guess the biggest thing that I liked about FPP was the Border Patrol needs somebody who's able to tell Congress the truth. I know that everyone sitting here has a good awareness of what the border situation is like, but it's a secret that many people don't. I'm in law school in Iowa right now, and it's been surprising. I have no idea what exactly is going on. I've had people tell me that it's all a hoax. That border is a violent dangerous area. It's a hoax. It's not to play on xenophobia. And Friends of the Border Patrol, I think their main area is going to be being able to tell Congress the truth. Andy knows what's really going on down at the border. He can talk to members of Congress in a way that the average Border Patrol cannot. I know there are plans for some counseling services through Friends of the Border Patrol, and I think that would be a wonderful thing too, because that would be legally, like some law student, not a lawyer yet, but legally, there'd be somebody you could honestly confide in. Additionally, I think legal services, now the union provides legal services, but the shame of it is that one of the easiest recruiting tools for the union or for Friends of the Border Patrol is that while you may think attorneys work hand in hand with law enforcement, sorry, I can't say that without laughing, I'm sorry. It's not always like that. That unfortunately, part of law enforcement is that you find yourself on the wrong side of criminal prosecution. as it is in much law enforcement, it seems like the criminals have more rights than the good guys. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to take them. But I wanted to thank Andy for allowing me to be part of the Friends of the Border Patrol, and I look forward to all that we can accomplish in Friends of the Border Patrol.